PPT to show about friction, its types, its advantages, disadvantages, and some steps to increase or decrease friction. What is friction? Friction in its simplest form is the force opposing the motion of a living or non-living object. In this picture, a person is pulling a grass cutter, so the direction of motion is the direction in which he is moving, but the force which is opposing the motion or making the person use more effort is the force of friction. Types of friction. There are two types of friction, static and kinetic friction. Static friction, the force applied to an object while at rest, is static friction. Kinetic friction, the force which overcomes the force of friction and the object starts moving, is kinetic friction. It is of two types, rolling and sliding friction. Sliding friction, when two objects are made to glide over each other, the friction between them is called sliding friction. Rolling friction, when heavy objects are made to roll over a surface, then rolling friction comes into play. Rolling friction is less than sliding friction. Advantages of friction. Friction is very useful to us in our day-to-day lives. Without it, it would be very hard to survive. Let's see few advantages of friction. First, it enables us to hold things with our hands. Without it, we will not be able to hold things with our hands. Second, it enables us to walk properly, as the friction between the soles of footwear and ground helps in walking. Without friction, we may slip or fall. Third, it enables us to light a matchstick, as the friction between the matchstick and matchbox lights the matchstick. Increasing friction. After looking towards the advantages of friction, we come to know that friction is important for us. Sometimes a need arises to increase friction. Friction can be increased in many ways. Let's see few of them. First, soles of footwear are provided with groove design to increase friction and avoid slipping. Here, a picture is provided which shows the soles of footwear that are provided with groove designs to avoid slipping or increase friction. Second, wrestlers rub a special substance on their body to increase friction or avoid slipping. Tires of vehicles are provided with treads which increase friction and avoid slipping. Disadvantages of friction. Though friction is very useful to us, there are some disadvantages of friction also. Let's see a few of them. Due to friction, more energy is wasted, as friction opposes the motion of an object and makes use of more effort. Second, friction causes forest fire, which is a great reason of global warming. Third, friction causes overheating in the working parts of machine and can cause damage. Oiling in machine parts is done to prevent damage of parts. This is a picture that shows that forest fire that is caused due to the friction between the branches, leaves, and trunk of the tree. Decreasing friction. After looking at the disadvantages, we come to know that friction has many disadvantages, so it is sometimes necessary to decrease friction. Let's see few ways to decrease friction. First, by oiling, one makes the surface smooth or decreases friction. Second, lots of efforts can be reduced through ball bearings, as rolling friction is less than sliding friction. Third, by giving streamlined shape, you reduce the friction. This shape reduces drag in the air or the friction between the air and water. Birds and aeroplanes have streamlined body so that they easily fly in the air. By this presentation, we come to know that there are many advantages and disadvantages of friction, but we have to use it carefully, and it is us who will make friction a creator or destroyer of tomorrow. Thank you.